you guys, and welcome back. Today on the podcast, we are going to be talking about how and why the coronavirus is not synthesized from a lab. I know there's a lot of speculation that this was a virus that was created and it got out of a lab, and this created this pandemic. It's not, and we're going to get into that in the podcast today. On our video for today, we're going to be talking about ways to stay stimulated in this time of quarantine because, it can be really hard to stay motivated. We're going to go over that. Delay. I know I'm a day late. I can't believe that. But, it's hard to stay motivated on top of things during this time of quarantine. So we're going to go over a few things that are really important to remember while you're here in quarantine is that you have to, stay active and stay moving. I know. We want to go out. We don't want to go do anything, but going on a walk, like 20 minutes during your day, you have nothing better to do, go biking, go roller skating down the street or something, play soccer outside, something to get the blood moving, just so you're not just sitting there and being sedentary, because exercise brings out endorphins, which will help you boost your morale and mood. So that's really important. Also, it's really important to, do something for you that's fun. I know the last couple of weeks I've been doing things on like t-shirt crafts or whatever, like doing a craft, like taking an hour out of your day, do something like a craft or something fun for you is great because you can make, a pillow, like we did last week. That could just help you with your stress. You just hold on to it, just squeeze it. You're like, wow, the world's ending. No, it's not. That's a joke. But also you can do things like this. This is a time lapse I did of me knitting for an hour. And it really helped me kind of relax because if you're a student right now, if you're, public school, you're like K through 12, or you're just in college, you're having to do all of these things online. And if you're a college student, you know that these professors that aren't used to doing online classes are giving you a lot of stuff, like more than you would actually do in class, and it's really stressful. And it feels like you just wake up every day to do schoolwork, and that's it. That's your whole purpose. You're not going to do anything else. So that's why I think it's really important to take that time to do something for you that's fun that you can be proud of. Because I feel like sometimes it's hard to be proud of your schoolwork, unless it's like, oh, I did really good on a test. But like the studying part, it's hard to be proud about that. So if you just take the time to do something that you're proud of now in the moment, like a craft or something, is really, really important in my opinion. Getting into a routine, that's really important because it's, we're in quarantine, we're not really doing anything. Getting into a routine can help you keep track of like what day it is of quarantine. Also, if you have if you have classes, it can be hard to keep track of like, oh crap, when is this due? When do I have a test? Because all the days are blending together. And that's why I have a little planner thing. I had this anyways, but it's been really helpful for me. And, also you can bullet journal. I've been doing that. It's kind of nice because then, later on people can be like, oh, what was it like living through this pandemic? And you'd be like, here, read my bullet journal, read about my misery, about being in quarantine. So having a routine is really important because that will make sure that you actually get stuff done. And that can keep the days from just dragging on because there's the next thing you're looking forward to. Also just, and this goes into like going outside and stuff, like getting that, that skin damage, like that sunlight on your skin, it just help you boost your mood. And having a routine will also help you, just have a control over something. It'll help you feel like you have control over something. And this time we really don't have control over anything. So really get into a routine. It can be really helpful for you. It's been helpful for me. honestly, getting up, like an example, 3 p.m. is when I go biking. That's my exercise. I go biking up and down the street a couple of times, and that's my exercise for the day because it's not during the hottest part of the day, but the sun's still out. I'm still getting sunlight on me. That's good. Getting up at 9 o'clock. When I was, before all of this, with school and stuff, I would get up at 8 a.m. No, my first class was at 8 a.m. and I had classes till 5 p.m. every day. It sucked. And I'm not gonna get up at 8. I'm compromising and doing 9 o'clock unless I have a test that day and it starts at 8, then I'm definitely getting up. But compromising and getting up at a specific time will help keep you on that routine, on that schedule for the day, so you don't wake up and it's like, oh my gosh, it's almost noon, half the day is already gone. What am I gonna get done today? You know? And making sure to go to sleep at a decent time is really important. Because sleeping until 3 p.m. isn't healthy. But if you go to sleep early and then wake up, that's actually more healthy for your body than getting a lot of sleep in the middle of the day. And like I said, getting that routine, making sure you get enough sleep is really important because in quarantine, it's hard. It's like, oh, I don't want to go to bed. That was me last night. I didn't go to bed till like 1 a.m. just because I was like, why? Why do I need to go to sleep? There's nothing going to happen tomorrow. But if we don't get enough sleep, then our brain never releases this hormone that tells us when we're full. So we don't get enough sleep and then we eat. And our brain never tells us when we're full. So we just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. So we gain weight. Also, when you don't get enough sleep, your body doesn't digest sugars properly. So instead of, using those quick sugars, just quickly for things you're doing already, it's going to immediately store it away, for safekeeping. It's not using the sugars you're giving it for the item, for the thing you're doing right then. It's just storing it away, and that's how you're creating fat, you're gaining weight, because you're not getting enough sleep. So please get enough sleep. Please get into a routine. It's really, really important, even if you don't think it is. And yeah, I think that's all I have for today. But keep your head up. It's gonna be okay. This is just a weird time for everybody, and we just have to get through together. Also, make sure to contact people. That's the last thing I'll say is make sure to contact people during this time. Don't think because you're in quarantine you can't reach out to people and think, well, no one's gonna reach out to me, because it's really isolating, and that's an emotional part of this quarantine that can really affect you, is if you feel isolated and alone from everybody. Please reach out and contact someone, and they may just be waiting for someone to contact them. So it's really important to reach out and contact everyone, make sure that they're okay, let them know how you're doing, and maybe talk crap about how these classes are going. I don't know, just reach out to people. It's really important. It's really going to help you in the long run. Okay, bye.